In this world of technology, things are ever changing, rearranging. You need someone to help you out. I know someone who can. Come and take a journey with me as we go through the land of technology. You'll never be alone. You'll be with Paul Amadeus Lane in the Tech Zone.
Welcome back to the Tech Zone, ABC News Radio Kemet. You're checking us out on live stream. You're checking us out on iHeartRadio, iTunes. This is our special CES preview show. And this is a show that's going to let us know about some of the great exhibitors that are going to be there. Don't forget, we're going to be broadcasting live there from the North Hall, the North Broadcast Towers. Come on out and say hi to us. If you have some cool piece of innovation, let us know. We may want to talk about that as well, too. But this segment right here, we are going to talk about something that can help us out in our everyday life. We know that we all live very busy lives. And going to the grocery store sometimes can be an ordeal. You know, we're not quite sure how much things that we need. We're not sure if we're running low on sugar, or salt, or some other staple that's in our pantry. What if I told you that there's a piece of innovation that can not only help us to make sure that we're up to date of what we have in our pantry, but it can also help the manufacturers as well too, to make sure that they're producing enough food out there and can eliminate waste. Well, my next guest is going to talk about what his innovation is going to do to help meet those challenges. And I'm so happy to have with me right now the CEO of PantryOn. We have Fadi Shakur joining us. Fadi, how are you?
I'm doing well, Paul. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you as well, my friend. I'm looking so forward to seeing you guys at CES 2020. Before I brought you on, I'll let the audience know just about this amazing piece of innovation, but I'm sure you can explain it a lot better than I can. So, Fadi, what made you create PantryOn in the first place?
I hope you have a lot of time on your hands today. I did not expect this question. Let me tell you the story from the beginning. If you think it's too long, tell me to quit talking and break right in. So this started, just to give you a basic background, I was born into a blue-collar family. My dad, a family of 6. I'm the only boy, three girls. My father was an appliance man all his life. And I got my basically engineering feet wet when I was 6 years old, going with my dad to his shop. I'm learning more and more about appliances. And from there, I graduated to having a branch of my dad's company in a different part of Chicago. That's another angle to this. It started in Chicago. And then I left the business entirely. I started a company called Mac Faucets. Mac Faucets manufactures, designs and manufactures decorative electronic faucets. While doing this is at a point in, I think, every person's life, they look back and thought, I got to do something bigger than this. And that's where Mac Faucets came in. But at the same time, and this is 22 years ago, I had this idea about designing a system which keeps inventory of products in your office or your restaurant or warehouse or your home. And at the time, the idea was that you'd have a little printer next to the appliance, if you may. And that printer would spit out a list of what you have, how much of it you have left, and then you take it from there and do your grocery shopping. So the list will be like a grocery shopping list written on a piece of paper. It was too complex to design. I'm not going to lie to you. A, too complex to design. B, I was too involved in Mac Faucets to do this. So I kind of put that, it was a back burner idea. And as time went by, Mac Faucets became real successful. Life gets in the way. 4 kids later, wife, 4 kids, several homes later. It was time to retire. I'm not going to retire. I'm going to make this thing happen. I'm not a good retiring guy. My wife doesn't want me to retire because she doesn't want me in the house every day doing this. And you know what? I don't mind telling you, Paul, I think you get up to a point in your life where things are fine. There's food on the table. And you begin to look at yourself. You go, what am I here for? And honestly, if you're not here to do service to society, I really don't know what you're here for. I guess some people are motivated by the money, not a big motivator. What's my purpose here? And I think if I can provide a service to society by designing a product like this, then I'll do it. Uh, the idea evolved into something larger. The idea evolved into an appliance that can transform, if you may, the food supply chain into a food demand chain, if you can imagine this. So now we have a product that could possibly be sitting in your household or my household. We are the consumers. We're the people who buy food products for our home. And this appliance is sending data into the cloud, accessible by companies without knowing really who you are, who this data is coming from. A company, for example, like if I may, I'm not trying to plug anyone supplier. Let's just say Campbell's Soup. I'm just throwing that in there. You can change Campbell's Soup and use any other brand. Campbell's Soup would love to know how many cans of, what am I looking at here? Roasted chicken, country, vegetable item that they can produce in the next 6 months. They take pot shots at this, or they can look at the big data and realize that over the next maybe few weeks or a few months, there's going to be a demand for, say, 1 million cans of this kind of soup. Wouldn't that be great? And guess who's doing this? It's the consumer. It's you and me and everybody else who has PantryOn. If you look at it in that way, not only can PantryOn help the end user who has the product in their home, but also PantryOn is doing something about food supply. It's transforming it into food demand operation. That's number one. And doing something to reduce the millions of pounds of wasted food. This is a fact that you can find on the net. You can probably find better information than I have. Where millions and millions, if not pounds, tons of food being wasted each year because food producers are producing food in the dark. They don't know if this product is going to be consumed or not. So that's really one of the key driving forces behind moving forward and spending maybe 3.5 years by now designing this product.
And that's one of the things that I was thinking about when you were telling the story about it, was that this can really help out the food waste out there if one can know just how much food to produce. And that's one thing I'd like, Fadi, to talk to techpreneurs like yourself, entrepreneurs, because that passion behind creating something like this, you can really see just how much you've put your blood, sweat, and tears in this, and it comes across in the product. So we really appreciate you sharing that story. And when we look at how this piece of innovation is created, it allows our technology to work for us for the betterment of the good. So talk about just how the ease of access of PantryOn, how you wanted to make sure it was easy to use, and so ones can really get the full benefit of it.
And the product, and as you all know, a product is a story that evolves over time. So you always begin in the beginning, meaning the product that we have today, the product that we're going to exhibit at the CES, is a product that most people can purchase and place in their homes. The size is designed specifically to fit either in a pantry or on a countertop. It's a common size that people might have in their homes. And the product is relatively simple to install, meaning you don't really need something to remember. You do not need a technician to install it. A lay person, if you may, I consider myself one of them, can easily install in their homes. Easy to use, meaning you don't have to do anything in order to get the product to work other than do exactly what you've done basically throughout your life in a very intuitive way. We all go out and purchase groceries at a grocery store. We bring them home in some kind of a bag. We remove the item out of the bag. We place the item onto the countertop or onto the shelf. This is exactly how PantryOn works. There's absolutely no need for the user to do something each time they purchase the product or they place the product on the countertop or they consume the product. That's also important. You don't have to do anything when you consume your product. You just use it the way you use PantryOn, the same way you use your pantry today. There's no difference.
And you know, I can't tell you how many times that on my way to the store, and I'm asking my wife, say, "Hey, do we have this at home? Do we need to get it?" And we're both like, "I don't know. I don't know what we have." So this kind of helps when it comes to that as well. And talk about just where we're at in the stream of time when it comes to technology. And this is where the CES is so amazing. We start to see that technology is touching every aspect of life and businesses out there. And to see where we're at today, where you can showcase this piece of innovation at CES, just talk about how that's just the time in which we live in now. We're able to see this.
I think it's really amazing. I've never been to the CES before. I have to admit, being in manufacturing electronic faucets, electronic surface dispensers, we exhibit at another kind of show. CES is an amazing show. You don't have to be a techie to fall in love with a show that talks about yesterday, today, and more importantly, tomorrow. We will be exhibiting at the Eureka Park. We will bring with us literally everything a consumer would be looking at when they make a decision to use this product. We're bringing with us a demonstration unit. We are bringing with us several mobile devices, an iPhone, an iOS device, an Android device. And I hope I answered the question correctly, but we'll be able to demonstrate all of this to the user immediately.
Oh yeah, you sure did. You sure did. And I wanted to really delve into, Fadi, just how everything is tech related now. No matter what business that you're in, everything has a technical aspect of it. And just talk about that. Did you ever think in your wildest dreams that your product that you have would be a technological advancement out there, and that now people in the tech world can look at it and appreciate it just as you have over the years?
It's really, I know where you're going with this. I can't tell you how proud I am. I honestly, I'm more than proud. To be honest, Paul, I'm thankful. I'm thankful to be, I don't mind telling you, 58 years old. And being able to be part of something like this and bring something like this to people. And hopefully, this is going to help everybody have a better life, if you may. The technology, we are not, I have to explain this. We do not invent new technology, okay, Paul? So we use existing technology, we enhance it, and we make it more user-friendly. Our Wi-Fi is I don't want to say off the shelf because it isn't. It's common Wi-Fi communication device. It works slightly better. The way the system works together, it works together in a very unique way, but it uses existing communication protocols. One of the unique features of this product, I don't mind telling you, being a mechanical engineer by trade, is designed in such a way that if any kind of a problem takes place with this product, it is easily serviceable. In fact, we did a race. A product can be diagnosed and fixed in under 1 minute. How about that? So,
Wow.
In your house, you might have up to 100 sensors monitoring 100 items. If any one of those sensors should go out, your app will tell you the sensor is out. You need to replace it. This is happening now. Within 3 to 4 months, you push a button, boom, the sensor is sent to your location, to your home. And my objective is to make sure that sensor is replaced in under 1 minute. Having said this, we are not having sensor failure. So I don't want you to think that I'm only addressing this because we're somehow having sensor failures. We are not having sensor failures. But I can't think of any other way to make it more user-friendly, besides the fact that it's just easy to use.
I love it. I love it. And what made you guys want to say, hey, let's show this off at CES? What kind of gave you guys the itch to say, it's time for us to go to the Super Bowl of technology and let the world know, what PantryOn is all about?
Well, honestly, it's two things. It's being relative. So I think this is a product that is a relative product, and I think people would love to see something like this. I mean, a lot of people going out there, their time is very tight. They want to walk by and see something unique and unusual. And I think this product is unique and unusual enough that people want to take a look at it. That's one. Two, I don't think this is a plug for CES. If you're a serious entrepreneur who you think have a product that's going to have an impact on people's lives, you need to get out there, and this is not an easy task. You need to get out there and exhibit at CES. I mean, that's just the place to be. What do you think?
I love it. I love it. You're spot on. And for ones who are viewing and watching this, who are going to CES, my plug for you guys is, hey, go out and see Fadi and them. You guys are going to be over at Eureka Park. And what's the booth number again, Fadi?
It is 52334 Eureka Park.
Oh, that is awesome. So, Fadi, for ones who are not able to make it to CES, because we know it's a trade show event, manufacturers can go, investors can go, media can go, but the consumer cannot go because it's not a consumer-based show. But if the consumers want to know about PantryOn and get a part of this great, be a part of this great revolution, how can they do that?
The website is www.PantryOn.com. That is the word pantry and the word on put together, PantryOn.com. We also have about 24 videos as of this date on YouTube. Simply go to YouTube, punch in PantryOn, and there you go. You'll have access to all of these videos as well. We have the videos on Facebook, I believe, as well. And come out and take a look.
Awesome. And Fadi, I'm looking forward to seeing this in action too, face to face, and also meeting you face to face too, because both you and I are both Californians, and we got to give California some props out there because great tech come out of California. So hey, looking forward to seeing you, my friend. Is there anything else you'd like to articulate to the viewer or the audience out there that we didn't really talk about during the session that we had?
I think we've had quite a bit of discussion. I just want to let the viewers know that the product will be ready, market ready by should be end of February, no later than end of March. I've been using this product myself in my home, and we have a bunch of beta testers who really, we are not getting any negative response on this. The product basically disappears in the back. It does its job just like any automatic product is supposed to. It will make your home a truly, truly automated home. And I honestly invite you to be part of the success. And hopefully it'll add pleasure to your life.
So, Fadi, I'm a big gummy bear connoisseur. So are you telling me that PantryOn can let me know when I'm running low on my gummy bears so I can go get me some more?
I love it. I love it. Yes, sir. I will make sure we have a gummy bear technology built right into PantryOn, especially for Paul.
I love it, my friend. Hey, looking forward to seeing you at CES next week, okay?
Thank you so much. What a pleasure to meet you, Paul, and I mean that.
Same here. Looking forward to seeing you face to face.
I hope so. Are you going to visit with us?
Hey, I am there.
I will have a whole jar of gummy bears for you.
All right, I'm there. Cool.
All right.
A huge shout out to my man, Fadi Shakur, talking about PantryOn. He's a CEO. He's going to be out at Eureka Park. Eureka Park is where all the startups are at. And one thing I like about Eureka Park, you can see the passion that a lot of these entrepreneurs have. And there's a really just a personal story behind why they created this product, and having Fadi explain to us how this product came to fruition is truly amazing. So go out to Eureka Park and make sure you check out PantryOn. See it live and in living color. That's what you can do. All right. When we get back, we're going to talk about a piece of technology that can make sure that we get the proper nutrients every day. You want to know what it's all about? You have to stay tuned. We'll be back right after these messages here on the Tech Zone.
In this world of technology, things are ever changing, rearranging. You need someone to help you out. I know someone who can. Come and take a journey with me as we go through the land of technology. You'll never be alone. You'll be with Paul, Amadeus, Lane in the Tech Zone.